Okay, okay. So, hi, afternoon, friends, afternoon, everybody, bache, afternoon, everybody. I guess we know each other pretty well. I'm Dr. Sushant Soni, and let us start. Let us start with one of our main sessions that is for today, especially that is affecting everybody. Counseling is delayed. What is going to be the impact of delayed counseling on NEET PG 2022? This is the main purpose of this session. We'll have a very rational approach to this. बिल्कुल rationally सोचेंगे. We will have a look at the various case scenarios and see what is to be done. Now, before I even start with this, I'll take care of the Wednesday news. I'll tell you what is the news about Wednesday and everything. So before I even start with this session, everybody knows about Elon Musk. I just want to take 2 minutes for Elon Musk. I mean, I'm personally a huge fan. He's the real life Tony Stark. I mean, no doubt about it. In the sense that he's a cutting edge visionary who is committed to his vision. He has founded 5 companies. Everybody knows about SpaceX. For those of you who have just joined in, I just wanted 2 minutes to talk about Elon Musk. I mean, you will just understand why I am such a huge fan of his. SpaceX, इससे पहले जो भी रॉकेट्स ऊपर जाते थे दे यूज टू बर्न वाइल कमिंग डाउन. इलॉन मस्क वाज द फर्स्ट वन कि नहीं यार दिस इज टू एक्सपेंसिव, आई मीन व्हाई शुड दे बर्न. सो ही वाज द फर्स्ट प्राइवेट स्पेसक्राफ्ट टू रीच द ऑर्बिट, visit international space station. He wants to do crazy stuff. Private space flight company working on a Mars mission and everything. NASA was totally against it कि it is not possible for a private individual to do it. When he did it, they said that it is way too expensive, it will not work. After it started working, Neil Armstrong and everybody, all the NASA astronauts said that it will not be safe to go on missions with private company. And right now, NASA is outsourcing its missions to SpaceX. Now, it is not that his life always had ups. This is one of the most famous photographs of Elon Musk when he was launching his bulletproof truck. This was his first launch of bulletproof truck. He called one person, उसको हैमर दिया एंड सेड कि तुमने जो तोड़ना है विंडो पे डोर पे जहाँ हैमर मारना है मार लो. उस बंदे ने 2 बार हैमर मारा डोर के ऊपर. नथिंग हैपन टू द डोर. Then he called another person from the audience only. He gave him a brick ki our glasses are shatterproof, you throw it. First brick was thrown, the glass shattered. The second brick was thrown, the glass shattered. So instead of worrying about it ki yaar this is actually what happened, I'll just come in 1 minute. Why am I talking about him? So he, instead of focusing on the problem and thinking ki nahi there was a problem in my glass, what he came out with the theory was that when the hammer was hit, it resonated with the glass, as a result of which its intensity reduced, and now they are working on improving that. So one of the most successful persons at present in the world has a huge list of failures. He was removed from his CEO. His first product, PayPal, was voted as the worst business idea. He was removed when PayPal started working. He was removed as CEO. He went bankrupt thrice. Third bankruptcy was with respect to SpaceX. It was said कि अगर उसका SpaceX का आखिरी वाला नहीं वापस आया तो he will be on road. But he persisted. What was the one thing which differentiated him? Because he only had one thought, that when something is important enough, it has to be done even when the odds are not in favor. If you have to do something in which odds are in your favor, everybody will be doing it. But if something is important enough, you have to do it even when the odds are not in your favor. So coming to one thing for which all of us are grinding upon, that is NEET PG 2022. So all I want to say is, you guys, your batch is a legendary batch. I mean, जैसे हम लोग ट्रॉय की द वॉर ऑफ ट्रॉय एंड एकिलिस की बात करते हैं, इलॉन मस्क की बात करते हैं, you guys will be the batch which will be talked about for the next 10 years. I mean, I am saying this very very frankly. जितना हार्डशिप्स हमारे बैच ने सहा है किसी ने नहीं सहा, but it is for something important. So let us break down the problem. Let us see. Elon Musk always says कि you should always focus on the problem. We do not have to think so many things कि PG delay हो रहा है, 1 साल लाइफ का वेस्ट हो गया, जॉब नहीं आ रही, मनी नहीं आ रही, रिजर्वेशन लगेगा, हमें बेनिफिट मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, what is it? Let us actually let us actually break down. Stranger, he is not alien, he has a very clear thought process. जब हम लोग बच्चे थे, I guess at heart we are still kids, but when we were in second third, हमें वो महात्मा गांधी जी की फोटो दिखा के बोलते थे कि think of महात्मा गांधी and see what will he do. I actually want to say कि think of the most successful person that you know. Think of somebody who inspires you the most, and do as he would have done in your situation. He would have broken down the problem. What I can feel with after talking with students is that there are three main problems that you are facing at present. Uncertainty with respect to the branch, with respect to the college, as well as with respect to reservation. Both reservation का advantage भी कुछ लोगों को मिलेगा, disadvantage भी होगा. So this is the first main problem, uncertainty. Next problem is not able to concentrate, and lastly are the finances. Only you and you can choose. Most of us will be waiting for NEET PG. Nahi bache, Rubisco, do not do that. This is a session in which we are interacting. What Rubisco has said is that I cannot wait for NEET PG. I will pick up any seat that I will get in INI. That will be a disaster. Please do not do that. Do not compromise on your branch under any circumstance. You can compromise on your college, you can compromise on your degree of MD versus DNB, but if you have to compromise on your branch in INI, kya point hai na? Don't do that, firstly. So you have to decide what is your issue. Majority of you, I know, as a majority of you will be facing the issue of uncertainty. देखो, टचवुड फाइनेंसेस का हम लोगों को इतना मेजर इशू नहीं है. सी, वी आर नॉट मच, वी आर मेडिकल्स, वी डू नॉट हैव मच नीड्स एज सच. पेरेंट्स ने थोड़ा बहुत दे दिया नहीं दिया, या अगर सिचुएशन इज एक्चुअली बैड, वी कैन ऑलवेज लुक फॉर अ जॉब. नो डाउट, आई नो कि जॉब्स कम है. I know कि as medical officers, as MOs or as JRs, non-academic JRs in private hospitals especially, they will make you do grind work plus the pay will be minimal. I know that. But finances का main issue नहीं है जो हम लोगों को trouble कर रहा है. Our main issue is with respect to uncertainty of the branch, reservation and the college. Second category, not able to concentrate. बच्चे, this is the category those who have thought कि हम लोगों को सीट नहीं मिलने वाली. बच्चे, I'll come to all the points one by one. हम, those of you who are suffering from the issue कि हम लोगों को सीट नहीं मिलने वाली, so we have to prepare for the next NEET PG. That is, NEET PG की डेट पोस्टपोन होगी कि नहीं, इस चीज़ का ना कोई yes या no आंसर नहीं है. if you are not able to concentrate right now, तो पेपर तो 3 महीने में ही है ना. Right now you have to assume the date, you totally have to assume the date as March 2022 and prepare for the same. Any time that you will be getting after March will be the extra time. So firstly, बच्चे, not, see, when you worry about the date, you are not reaching the core problem. The core problem is I am not able to concentrate. देखो, पॉइंट वाइज सोचो इस चीज़ को ना, बहुत रैशनली सोचो. आई नो इट इज़ ऑलवेज स्लाइटली हेल्पफुल टू हैव अ थर्ड ओपिनियन फ्रॉम समबडी हु इज़ नॉट डायरेक्टली इन द मिडल ऑफ द फर्स. You guys are directly affected, you are in the middle of the first, so your thought process is कि नहीं, हमें तो सिंपल बताओ कि 12 मार्च को पेपर होगा कि नहीं होगा. बच्चे, लाइफ ऐसे नहीं चलती. देखो, your problem right now is कि if I will drop अगर 12 मार्च को पेपर है. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि अगर 12 अप्रैल को पेपर हुआ, सपोज यू नो विद सर्टेनिटी कि पेपर मार्च में नहीं 12 अप्रैल को है, तो क्या ड्रॉप नहीं करेंगे? क्या करेंगे? It depends. Your issue right now is you are not able to concentrate because of all the uncertainties regarding the date of the paper. So this can easily be taken out of the equation by assuming that the paper is in March 2022, and whatever time we will get extra, चाहे 1 महीने मिले, चाहे 2 महीने मिले, चाहे 4 महीने मिले, जितना भी हमें टाइम एक्स्ट्रा मिलेगा, ऐसा होगा नहीं, लेकिन जितना भी टाइम हमें एक्स्ट्रा मिलेगा, दैट विल बी द एक्स्ट्रा टाइम फॉर रिविजन. राइट नाउ वी विल बी मेकिंग द शेड्यूल कंसिडरिंग March 2022 as the date. Firstly. Second point, those of you who are right now stuck in the middle ranks. अब ये middle ranks क्या है? देखो, firstly, there was a lot of fuss with respect to what is going to happen on Wednesday. बच्चे FODA has released कि MOHFW Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, they have communicated with FODA that we will be expediting the date and the next hearing should be there in 1 week, not after 1 month. This is what FODA has said in their newsletter. But again, there is a huge but to this. But the lawyers or the students who have filed the case, their lawyers have not gotten any such intimation, firstly. Secondly, please note कि ये hearing की बात हो रही है, judgment की नहीं. Judgment will not be done in 1 week. I cannot say कि ये बेस्ट जजमेंट है या वर्स्ट जजमेंट है, बट इस टाइम पर मे बी द कोर्ट आफ्टर 1 week कैन से कि लेट दिस नीट पीजी काउंसलिंग हैपन अकॉर्डिंग टू द ओल्ड शेड्यूल, नए शेड्यूल के हिसाब से अगले साल देख लेंगे, या दे विल गिव अस अ जजमेंट आफ्टर डिले ऑफ 2 to 3 weeks. In absolutely any process can be taken depending upon the Supreme Court's will. I mean, this is a case which is nobody can comment on how it will go, but judgment will not be coming in 1 week. So we are in a slightly long haul. You have to realize this. We are stuck for at least 1 to 2 months. देखो, अगर जजमेंट आ भी गई, 2-3 हफ्ते में जजमेंट आ गई, एक हफ्ते में फिर से फॉर्म फिलिंग या कुछ अगर चेंजेस करना हुआ तो अगेन एवरीथिंग विल ओपन अप and counseling will take another 1.5 month. So we are actually stuck minimum time period for 2 months. So you will have to make a plan according to that manner. Now, right now, November is almost over. January से पहले तो joining होगी नहीं. Next paper is in March. So do not remain uncertain about the fact कि paper March में है कि नहीं. This is not the criteria for dropping कि paper March में है कि April में है. This is what I am trying to say. Of course, it is a good option to start work. I mean, this is the first time I guess I am ever saying it is an excellent time to start work. There is no doubt about it. You have to do something productive in life. देखो, whenever you are facing with a problem that is mentally torturing you, this torture is nothing but mental torture. Physical torture इतना नहीं है, financial torture भी इतना नहीं है. Let us be very frank about it. It is the biggest mental torture that you guys are facing. That is why you are going to be a legendary batch. I mean, seriously, अगले 10 सालों तक इस बैच के बारे में तो बहुत आराम से बात होगी. वी विल बी टेलिंग योर जूनियर्स कि बच्चे तुम्हारे सीनियर्स ने ये फेस किया था. बी थैंकफुल यू आर नॉट फेसिंग दैट. सिट एंड स्टडी. आई मीन, आई एम सेइंग दिस वेरी फ्रैंकली. नाउ बिफोर आई इवन गो फर्दर, सौरभ, व्हाट इज द चांस कि एग्जाम मार्च में ही होगा? क्या फर्क पड़ता है? देखो, वंस यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग इन दोज टर्म्स कि इट डज नॉट मैटर वेदर द एग्जाम इज इन मार्च or the exam is in April, May, but it does not matter. You have to realize it, because if you are dropping, if you are basing the next 30 years of your life decision, you will not alter that decision just on the basis of 1 to 2 months. You already know what you have to do. Right now, take the decision considering March as the date of the paper. Those of you who are deciding कि नहीं मुझे तो बैठकर पढ़ना ही है सर, I am not satisfied with what I have gotten or what I will be getting as branch or college in this counseling, बच्चे sit and study. उस टाइम पर तो not able to concentrate का तो कोई फंडा ही नहीं है. Absolutely कोई फंडा नहीं है, because the paper is right around the corner. Firstly. Secondly, those of you who are right now in the uncertain thought process, this is the toughest group to be in. कि मुझे नहीं पता whether reservation is going to benefit me or whether it is going to screw me totally. So for the uncertain thought process, बच्चे start work. That is, start a job somewhere. Even if you are going for 6 to 8 hours, preferably take the job in which you expect कि मुझे पीजी में ये वाली ब्रांच मिलेगी. That will give you a very good exposure. Do not worry about the amount of money that you are getting at present. कमाने के लिए पूरी लाइफ पड़ी है. All of your medicals you will be earning extremely well. Next, VJ, INI से पैथो मिल जाएगी. Should I go or should I prepare for NEET PG? बच्चे, do not take path only because you are getting it. What I mean to say is, what was your NEET PG rank? If you were able to give INI exam or something, did you give NEET PG? My first question is that. Secondly, if you have a preference for a clinical branch, Do not take path at all. You will never ever be satisfied in the same branch. Next paper is just around the corner. Plus the way you have framed the question कि सर मुझे path मिल रही है means it is not your choice. You want a clinical branch. Should I prepare for NEET PG? Yes, you should certainly prepare for NEET PG. In the uncertain category, this is the tough category to be. So in the uncertain category, I will actually like to say this कि what differentiated him was he always survived failures. बच्चे, he survived 3 bankruptcies. I mean, that is huge. And what we guys are facing is not even a failure. It is actually a speed bump. You are the strong lot. You will come out of it. क्या करना है? Rank 4K INI, can I improve? Of course बच्चे, of course. I'll just come to you within 2 minutes. So those of you who are in the uncertain group, देखो जिनको सर्टन है कि कहीं ना कहीं तो हम लोग उठा ही रहे हैं. सर्टेनिटी 2 तरीके से सर्टेनिटी है. फर्स्ट सर्टेनिटी इज कि आई विल पिक अप अ सीट, आई विल बी गेटिंग अ सीट इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ वेदर रिजर्वेशन कम्स इनटू पिक्चर और नॉट. थोड़ा बहुत कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर करा के, लेकिन मुझे पता है सीट तो मिल ही रही है मुझे इस टाइम. दिस इज द सर्टन ग्रुप. The second group is कि नहीं, I will not be able to get a seat, or I am sure that I will be dropping. So these are the 2 certain groups. For those who are in the first category, that is those who are picking the seat, but for you it is very important that use your day productively. You do not have to sit inside a closed room whole day. Please do not be on phone whole day seeing various movies or Netflix or whatever. It alters your thought process. Go out, start a job. I am not going to say start volunteering or something. It will have medical legal implications. Start a job somewhere in a corporate hospital. Use your day productively. Those of you who are dropping, for them it is even more important to use it productively, because you have to start studying and sitting. Start sitting and studying. Versus the uncertain group, बच्चे, the majority of you who are in the uncertain group, you will have to compartmentalize. I'll come to anesthesia, I'll come to everything, I'll take care of all the queries within just 1 minute. The uncertain group has to compartmentalize. Make a schedule. If you're getting up at a particular time in the morning, थोड़ा थोड़ा बुक्स के टच में रहो. आई एम नॉट आस्किंग यू टू स्टडी फुल टाइम. थोड़ा सा मॉर्निंग में पार्ट टाइम जॉब कर लिया, थोड़ा सा पार्ट टाइम जॉब किया, देन यू आइदर गो टू अ पार्क और अ जिम और अ डांस क्लास और whatever suits you, whatever absolutely suits you. Pack your day and study for 2 to 3 hours. When you are studying, it is a leisurely study. It is not कि बिल्कुल हेक्टिक तरीके से मुझे बैठकर पढ़ना ही है. लेजरली थोड़ा बहुत 2-3 घंटे के लिए पढ़ लिया, ताकि हम लोग थोड़ा सा टच में हैं. In the end, majority of us will be picking the seat and getting it over with. Do not worry about it. Let me take care of all the queries at present. I have taken care of VJ. Faraz, बच्चे 8.4 के rank second attempt. नहीं, pick. It's second attempt है ना. 8.4K is a very decent rank. I mean, absolutely no doubt about it. Why do you want to drop again? You have already dropped twice. बच्चे pick. नेक्स्ट शुभम, मार्च में एग्जाम होगा, अलग प्लानिंग करनी होगी, अप्रैल मई में अलग प्लानिंग करनी होगी. आई फुली एग्री शुभम. दैट इज वाई राइट नाउ वी आर प्लानिंग विद रिस्पेक्ट टू मार्च. देखो, ऑल BSTS, बेटर सेफ देन सॉरी. मार्च के बाद हम लोगों को जो भी पढ़ने के लिए टाइम मिलेगा, दैट विल बी द एक्स्ट्रा टाइम. क्योंकि एक्स्ट्रा टाइम मिलना बेटर है वर्सेस थिंक ऑफ इट द अदर वे राउंड कि तुमने मई के लिए प्लानिंग कर ली और पेपर मार्च में हो गया. शिट हो जाएगी लाइफ में, क्योंकि उसका नेक्स्ट पेपर विल बी नेक्स्ट आफ्टर 1 year. सो वी विल नॉट बी रिस्किंग अवर मार्च 2022 एग्जाम, फर्स्टली. Secondly, I'm not saying this to scare you, but again, this is a fact that the competition in the March 2022 exam will be slightly on the tougher side. This is because interns, जो fresh interns आएंगे, they will be getting more time to prepare as compared to the post interns. जैसे you guys, those who are studying for the past 1 year 10 months, you are slightly saturated as compared to the new interns who are studying with a lot of energy and zeal. So for the students who will be dropping, बच्चे, हमें नए interns को वो added advantage नहीं देना. For the current interns, you guys can extremely and very well compete with the post interns, because वो लोग थके हुए हैं since the past 1.5 year, 1 year 10 months. So you have an advantage. So competition actually will be much more in the March 2022 paper. So those of you who are thinking of dropping, बच्चे पढ़ना शुरू करना है मार्च का कट ऑफ लेके. Neha, 4K rank in INI. It's a beautiful rank, बच्चे. Neha, it's a totally beautiful rank. You can be easily in top 100 in NEET. यार खुद सोचो, you have already proven your caliber. INI exam was a much tougher paper. It was a much integrated based paper. We in our previous video we saw the difference between NEET and INI and कि अगर rank दोनों में गड़बड़ होती तो what was the meaning of the same. That was the previous session that I did. INI exam was the integrated pattern conceptual paper. Your concepts are extremely clear. NEET exam is going to be much simpler even in NEET 2022. I mean going by 2021 standards. इतना easy नहीं होगा जितना आपकी बार था, no doubt about it, but it will not be as integrated or as tough as INI. So you already know your stuff. How well you utilize these 3 months is going to be a game changer. And इसको उल्टा सोचो, these 3 months are actually going to decide 30 years of your life. So is this 3 month time period too much? पता भी नहीं चलेगा. That is what I'm trying to convey. And I know कि तुम ये वाला बैच बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान है. I am again saying this for the students who joined slightly later. बच्चे जो लोग परेशान हैं, please divide your problem, break down your problem into one of these three. What is troubling you the most? The uncertainty? Yeah, I'm certain I'm dropping, but I'm not able to concentrate, or the finances. Sort out the problem and work further in that. Next, ASA as well as SSI. But I guess you had asked the future of anesthesia. It is there's a lot of slogging. Nights will be there for the next 6 to 7 years, no doubt about it. Pay is comfortable. I mean, immediately post PG also you start earning a very good package. अगर तुम nights लगा रहे हो ICU में, approximately 2.2 to 2.2 post PG. After 3 to 4 years, till about 2.8 L per month. It's a good comfortable branch, but nights लगती है. Next, साग्निक बच्चे साइकेट्री अच्छा एस्पेक्ट है. अगर प्रैक्टिस चलने लग गई एंड दीज डेज सो मेनी पीपल आर इन स्ट्रेस दैट एज सच मतलब psychiatry is a hugely upcoming branch. Plus students who want psychiatry want to pick up psychiatry only. You have actually phrased it beautifully, Sagnik, I want psychiatry only. This is the kind of zeal that is needed for psychiatry. Take it and you will be satisfied. Next, NEET 11.7 INI 524. बच्चे ब्यूटीफुल रैंक इन INI. मतलब सी दिस इज अ वंडरफुल सक्सेस स्टोरी. 524 रैंक इन INI उठाकर खत्म करो. यू विल बी गेटिंग अ क्लिनिकल ब्रांच इन INI. आई मीन सेकेंड काउंसलिंग और समथिंग. पिक इट अप एंड गेट इट ओवर विद, नो डाउट अबाउट इट. नेक्स्ट, श्वेता 15K ऑप्स गाइनी. थर्ड अटेम्प्ट तो देखो ड्रॉप तो नहीं करना है. let us keep our fingers crossed, Shweta, that you have already written that you are in the OBC category. Let us keep our fingers crossed that you get it. अगर नहीं मिल रहा है तो उस केस में DGO तो बहुत आराम से मिल ही जाएगा. दोबारा ड्रॉप नहीं करना है. इन द थर्ड अटेम्प्ट देयर इज नो वे यू आर गोइंग टू ड्रॉप अगेन. यू विल बी गेटिंग एंड गेट इट ओवर विद. तो सिर्फ नहीं दोस्त, देखो एलॉन किसी के बारे में भी तुम ही इज़ नथिंग कह सकते हो, लेकिन एलॉन मस्क के बारे में नहीं. बिकॉज एक्चुअली आई एम फॉलोइंग हिज करियर सिंस द पास्ट 4-5 years. आई हैव सीन कि उसके एक ट्वीट से एक्चुअली कंपनीज हिल जाती हैं, फर्स्टली. एंड सेकेंडली सो मेनी पीपल वर, आई मीन व्हेन आई वाज इन 2011-12 ही वांटेड टू सेंड स्पेसक्राफ्ट्स टू मार्स. When he founded SpaceX, I was like, yeah, what a stupid guy he is. That was my thought process, and he proved everybody wrong, including NASA and the astronauts. So it is not about come to India and let him prosper or something. India actually is a beautiful country which has given lots of scope to lots of people. Just because is time pe things are not in our favor, so we cannot be that much prejudicial. That is all I want to say. Things will get better. It is when you will go out of India and realize the kind of perks, the kind of freedom and the security that we get in India और कहीं नहीं मिलती. Next, so in a government job, started late, can't quit job. हाँ के हो जाएगा. 6 to 8 hours of studying is more than sufficient if you are putting it. मतलब it is, and let me actually rephrase, it is not about कि मुझे 12 घंटे पढ़ना है तभी पेपर क्लियर होगा or something. The output should be of 6 hours. You can achieve this 6 hours of output by sitting for 10 hours or for sitting for 8 hours. So हम जितना देर पढ़ेंगे अच्छे से पढ़ेंगे and निकाल कर ख़त्म करेंगे. नेक्स्ट खरा बच्चे, आई डिड दिस टोटली सेपरेट सेशन कि 110 करेक्ट, मतलब व्हेन यू आर स्टक इन द मिडल रैंक्स व्हाट इज टू बी डन. इसमें प्लीज सी माई प्रीवियस सेशन ओनली, देयर वाज अ टोटली डेडिकेटेड सेशन ऑन दिस कि यू हैव टू रियलाइज कि नॉलेज कम थी इसलिए एमसीक्यू गलत हो गया, आता था बट एमसीक्यू वेंट रॉन्ग or the integrated question went wrong. These are the three things which mainly affect the middle rankers. This was my previous session only, stuck in the middle ranks. Please do have a look at that. Surajit, nahi dost, let me go back and have a look at your message. Surajit, 5.9K might get DNB radio. Borderline rank for radio. Should I prepare for NEET PG? नहीं दोस्त, नहीं. देखो रेडियो के लिए हम लोग ड्रॉप नहीं कर सकते, ठीक है. आई सुरजीत बच्चे, आई नो पर्सनली नो क्लोज टू 6 people who dropped for radio and got it in the next year. No doubt about it. I know their success stories. But I again always like to play on BSTS, better safe than sorry. I strongly wish from the bottom of my heart that you get radio at your borderline rank. I mean DNB radio mil jaye, second counseling, third counseling, mop up, whatever it is. I hope from the bottom of my heart that you get radio. But if you have already dropped a year, please do not drop again. If this was your first attempt, then do not compromise, then to simply drop and you will have a beautiful rank next time. लेकिन अगर second attempt already drop कर चुके हो तो दोस्त drop मत करना. Next, Sadaf, private B category seat in clinical branch, but if I get good rank because of increased competition. Sadaf, बच्चे, whether you pick a private category seat in clinical branch, it is totally your choice. But for the private, those students who are thinking of taking private, I will actually say कि अगर पढ़ने की हिम्मत बची हुई है, if you have that zeal left to study, बच्चे drop. I am saying so because next time the rank actually is going to improve only. पहली चीज़. दूसरी, जितना भी जो भी रैंक हो, इस वाली रैंक से तो बेटर आएगी. So you will be saving on a lot of money next year. I mean, चाहे जितनी मर्जी खराब रैंक हो लेकिन अब की बार से बेटर आएगी. So if you have zeal left to study, or if you have just one drop only, अगर तो more than 2 drops हैं तो drop नहीं करना. In that case तो pick and get out. But if you have just dropped once तो second drop ले सकते हो. Next point. Next, 30K NEET PG, 7K INI JDR बच्चे drop. I'm saying so because your rank is improving, you're on the right track. Drop, you will have a beautiful rank next time, no doubt. Kamal, बच्चे, whether PSM is a good branch or a bad branch is very person specific. अगर कोई मुझसे पूछे कि सुशांत, I'll give you 2.5L every month, you get up at 9 AM, go to a village, travel for 1.5 hours, go to a village, work there, travel back for 1.5 hours and reach home by 10 PM. I will not be satisfied. So whether PSM is a good branch or not depends upon the person who is taking it. बहुत स्कोप है, आई एम नॉट सेइंग स्कोप नहीं है. WHO में जॉब कर सकते हैं, पेरिफेरीज में, especially with respect to COVID-19 the scope would have as such increased. But it will, if you are thinking of that it is a too much of a compromise, देखो तुम्हारे क्वेश्चन से पता चल रहा है कि you do not consider it as a good branch. You are thinking it is too much of a compromise to take it at present, and should I drop for a clinical branch next time या क्या करूं? सेम फंडा है, अगर एक ही ड्रॉप किया है तो ड्रॉप कर लो, नहीं तो पिक कर लो, पहली चीज. दूसरा, इंस्टेड ऑफ MDPSM प्रेफर अ DNB क्लिनिकल ओवर MDPSM. दैट वाज फॉर यू बच्चे. नेक्स्ट, दैट वाज फॉर कमल. नंदिनी, बच्चे, 14K अनरिजर्व्ड, कैन आई गेट एनेस्थीसिया इफ रिजर्वेशन स्टेज? देखो नंदिनी, बहुत मुश्किल है बोलना, बहुत ही मुश्किल है. If reservation comes into picture, 3K unreserved category seats will be going from all India, firstly. Secondly, it is not only going to affect these 3000 ranks, but it will force more number of students to compromise on the branch and pick it. क्योंकि वो ना FOMO हो जाएगा, fear of missing out हो जाएगा कि पता नहीं next paper में क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता. So whether reservation will come in the picture or not, till what rank you will be getting, what if reservation comes in, is very very difficult to comment at present. Let the court ruling come and then we will be deciding that. Not abhi, not abhi. 1.6K पे तो रेडियो मिल ही जाएगी और गुप्ता बिल्कुल मिल जाएगी. नेक्स्ट, मीथ. इफ द एग्जाम इज एज द एग्जाम इज लाइकली टू बी पोस्टपोन्ड, डिटेल स्टडी करनी है, इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक. मीथ, इट्स अ ब्यूटिफुल क्वेश्चन. फाइनल ईयर के जो तुम्हारे 4 सब्जेक्ट है, देखो, actually what meet has asked is a bang on question कि डिटेल स्टडी या ओनली इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स. फाइनल ईयर के सब्जेक्ट्स पैथ, फार्मा एंड पीएसएम. बच्चे ये फाइनल ईयर के 4 बड़े प्लस 1 रेडियो. रेडियो ऐसा छोटा सब्जेक्ट है, 2-3 दिनों में ही हो जाएगा. 5 and 8 subjects. Start with these 8 subjects. Give them 5 days per subject. 3 days, 3 to 4 days for completing the subject, one and a half day for doing the MCQs. Give it these 40 days. Give it these 40 days of first reading. Do a detailed study. तब तक हम लोगों को बिल्कुल अच्छे से क्लियर हो जाएगा कि किस टाइम पे क्या जा रहा है. ये 8 सब्जेक्ट कवर हो गए, 40 days are done. Even if the paper is in March only, then also you will have approximately 50 days left, जिसको हम डिवाइड कर लेंगे 20 plus 30 days. 20 days for 12 subjects, 30 days for first revision. So start with detailed study of these 5 plus 3, that is 8 subjects. This is what I will suggest. Actually I will suggest everybody, and I am assuming कि पेपर मार्च में ही है लेकिन पोस्टपोन हो गया, तो this will be extremely beneficial for you. And actually this was what Meet has said, and makes total sense. Which makes total sense. Next point. Any chance of improvement in NEET after 7K INI? JDR, of course, बच्चे 7K INI is a beautiful rank. It's a beautiful rank. Next, 11.7K NEET open category second attempt. बच्चे pick करके खत्म करो. Surajit, दोस्त 5.9K NEET PG, 1.5K INI. It's a beautiful one. Golden batch slogging from. Actually what I'll say is we should change the nomenclature of this batch from, instead of golden, you guys are the legendary batch. I mean, ek pro, ek ultra pro, and then come the legends. You guys are the legendary batch, so we'll use this term for all future sessions, I guess. Radio और medicine, बच्चे मिल जाएगा ना. देखो, अब सुरजीत दोबारा ड्रॉप करने का फायदा नहीं है क्योंकि तुम ऑलरेडी 1 year 10 months ड्रॉप कर चुके हो. अगर एमडी मेडिसिन ही चाहिए तो वी कैन ओनली कीप आवर फिंगर्स क्रॉस्ड. यू आर श्योर कि डीएनबी नहीं चाहिए. अगर पढ़ने की हिम्मत है तो एमडी के लिए एक लास्ट नीट पीजी 2022 देख लो. बट इफ आई वॉज इन योर पोजिशन, आई वुड हैव कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड ऑन माई डिग्री एंड गॉटन ओवर विद, because I strongly believe in the fact that life should move forward. That is the only way. See, one of the biggest things actually, and this is true, is we medicals, whenever we feel insecure, we always think of studying more and adding a new degree in front of our name. That is not the way. That is always not the best way. Life should keep on moving forward. This decision, because अगर 1 साल के बाद पेपर होना होता तो I would have said with certainty that pick the seat. This time I cannot be certain because next exam is just in 4 months, so it will depend upon your zeal to study. Next, नहीं बच्चे, गौरव, ये जो मेन सब्जेक्ट्स हैं इनका तो कवर टू कवर रिवीजन करना है, सिर्फ एमसीक्यूज नहीं, नो डाउट अबाउट इट. कॉस्ट ऑफ 24 के फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट बच्चे ड्रॉप. फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में तो हम लोगों को कुछ भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करना ही नहीं है, नो डाउट अबाउट इट. रमानी, बच्चे 15 के ओपन कैटेगरी ईएनटी और ऑप्था उठा लो. देखो, डीएनबी क्लिनिकल तो मिल ही जाएगा. सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट हो चुका है. थर्ड अटेम्प्ट में इफ़ द पेपर इज डिलेड, इफ समथिंग अगेन इज स्टक, I mean there are hundreds of issues, especially after the second attempt. We need to come out of this. And lastly, I'll take this as the last question. I know some questions are left. जो भी questions left है, I'll actually plan a special class of 1-to-1 mentorship. That is, it is slightly easier to do it on the Unacademy app as compared to YouTube with respect to individual questions. I'll take it as the last one. Dhruv and DNB Ortho versus MS Ortho Private. देखो, depends on the financials of the individual. MS Ortho Private कितने की मिल रही है, पहली चीज़. Secondly, DNB में मेडिकल ब्रांचेस आर ऑलवेज कंसिडर्ड सुपीरियर टू सर्जिकल ब्रांचेस क्योंकि डीएनबी सर्जिकल में कटिंग के कम चांसेस मिलते हैं. So if you are getting MS ortho at a cost of approximately 10 to 12 L per year, बच्चे go for MS ortho. I'm talking of the uppermost cost. Uppermost cost अगर 10 L तक मिल रहा है तो बच्चे ortho MS ले लो. अगर नहीं मिल रहा मतलब it is something like 18 to 20 L, don't give that much, then go for DNB ortho. Lastly 11 के बच्चे DGO हो जाएगा. DGO हो जाएगा, ऑब्स गाइनी MS तो नहीं हो पाएगा, स्पेशली अनरिजर्व्ड. रमानी बच्चे आई टेक योर सेकेंड 15 के ENT ऑप था. देखो अगर रिजर्वेशन आई तो मुश्किल है रमानी, मुश्किल है, बट नो बडी नोज वेदर द रिजर्वेशन इज गोइंग टू कम और नॉट. सो एट प्रेजेंट आई विल बी प्रोजेक्टिंग दिस स्लाइड फॉर द लास्ट टाइम, especially for the students who joined slightly later. I know परेशान है, सभी लोग परेशान हैं, but break down the problem and you will certainly have more clarity about what is to be done in life. Firstly, secondly, we are in this together. I mean, ऐसा नहीं है कि just because I'm sitting on this side of the platform whereas you are the actual sufferers, ऐसा नहीं है that you are the only sufferers. We are in this together and we shall succeed. So on this positive note, which for the queries which are left, I will have a one-to-one based session on Unacademy. Absolutely don't worry about it. I'll do it tonight only. Late tonight. I will slot it around 11 p.m. or something. Not to worry. Done it. So I'll be wrapping up this session at this point. And gearship versus trips. Harsh, I'll take this as the last query. Because it's again a beautiful one. Depends on the person. Agar dost main hota, that is why I'm in a paraclinical pathology. I will have chosen trips over gearship absolutely any day. That is the thought process. We people will believe in a cool, calm, comfortable life. But for those of you who are not feeling productive enough at present, जिनको वो क्लिनिकल्स की नहीं यार बहुत घूम लिए, बहुत मूवीज देख ली, अब कुछ नहीं, अब कुछ प्रोडक्टिव करना है, उनके लिए जियाशिप. देयर इज नो राइट आंसर, देयर इज नो रॉन्ग आंसर. Depends upon the individual person and depends upon what keeps you content, because in the end being content is the most important part. Jobs or marriage, which in neither job nor marriage have an affair. On a lighter note, but Unacademy people will kill me, I should not be writing that. शादी जल्दी में नहीं कर लेना. रमानी बच्चे, I'll take yours as the last one. रमानी बच्चे, मुझे ना समझ में नहीं आया था. देखो 15K पे दोस्त गवर्नमेंट सीट नहीं मिलेगी. अगर ENT और ऑप्था ही चाहिए तो ड्रॉप कर सकते हो. एंड इफ़ यू आर श्योर कि नहीं सर मुझे गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज से ही करना है, ENT और ऑप्था लेट तक जाती है, नेक्स्ट पेपर 4 महीने में है. अगर ज़ील है पढ़ने की तो दोस्त ड्रॉप कर लो. लेकिन इफ़ यू आर ड्रॉपिंग देन सिट एंड स्टार्ट स्टडिंग फ्रॉम टुडे. यू डू नॉट हैव टाइम टू वेस्ट. यू कैन नॉट से आई एम नॉट एबल टू कंसंट्रेट. उस कंडीशन में तो बच्चे बैठ के पढ़ना आज से शुरू करो. मेक अ शेड्यूल. Think of it as the paper is in March 2022. And actually, I'll keep this as my last statement. Those of you who are dropping, please promise me, give me a thumbs up or like the video if that you will not fall into the trap of not able to concentrate, and you will start from today. I'm not going to say you will start from tomorrow, आज schedule बना लेंगे ये वो, कुछ नहीं. We will start from today. And as has already been discussed, इररिस्पेक्टिव की पेपर मार्च में है या पोस्टपोन हो रहा है, ये 8 सब्जेक्ट की डिटेल्ड स्टडी तो करनी ही करनी है. सो प्लीज स्टार्ट टुडे. डन है. सो ऑन दिस नोट आई विल बी एंडिंग दिस सेशन and we will be meeting late tonight again. I'll project this. We'll be meeting late tonight again on the Unacademy app, special class on for one-to-one mentorship, because I know some doubts are left. I'll be taking care of them fully. Thank you, Vijay. Thank you. Take care and bestest of luck from the bottom of my heart. Take care.